So, kind of can't believe we're about to talk about this. What's going on, everybody? It's Sunday night, 9:05 p.m. Eastern, just outside of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This is something. It's the Phantom Empire show video update. It's all Halloween ends on this stream. Don't worry. We won't have Terrence on here trying to hit off Jer. We know that's Terrence's secret endeavor. Get down Jer's pants. I don't think Mrs. Jer would appreciate that, though. Anyways, Halloween ends. That's the focus tonight. Joining me for this one is fitting, man, because you and I sort of did most of the Halloween Kills journey together. And tonight's a bit of a big one. It's Tommy B. What's going on, man?
Hey. You know, it's been a weekend. It's been a weekend, that's for sure. It's one for the Bucks. Yeah, we got some news coming out there. It's pretty exciting. But why we want to talk about Halloween? I mean, let's talk about this nice Star Wars poster I got in my background right now. You know, that's what everyone really came here for.
It's time for some inside jokes things. Pardon me. It's time for some inside jokes or information, if you will. So this fella right here may or may not have just gotten a very, very cryptic DM from me on Twitter. And I'm glad he's here because we're going to talk about it. First of all, how's everyone's weekend? Feel free to send a comment in the chat. We would appreciate it. If you want to support the channel, you can feel free to sign up for our Patreon, which, by the way, we got a big show coming up in about 30 minutes time. Halloween ends. The truth about the shape. You guys have probably heard a lot of rumblings today about certain things, and we're going to dive into that and more, including the shape's screen time in Halloween ends, when he appears, how he's presented. It's a very, I would say, for those of you that are already Patreon members, if you're sensitive to spoiler information, this is one to skip for sure. And if you're not a Patreon member, feel free to become one. But we're going to get into what we can get into here. And Tommy, sometimes we get news come to us, whether it's, I don't mean like exclusively to us or anything, because it's all over the internet. The interesting thing is not many people know what's actually going on right now. And we're going to dive into that what we can. But I always find it interesting when we get a piece of news, regardless of what fandom it is, Halloween, Star Wars, Game of Thrones, anything. And you know when you get that piece of news that it's like, oh, this is going to be incredibly divisive. And I have no idea how even most of our normal audience is going to react to the information. How is it for you anyways? And I promise we're getting to it. We're just doing a little bit of a build-in. How is it for you when you get information like that you maybe you like, maybe you don't like, but you know for sure is going to be controversial in the public eye?
It's weird, right? Like, I may personally like something, But I'm looking at it and it's like, oh shit. The fans are going to hate this. What are we going to do? What were they thinking? And when I say what were they thinking, I am coming at it from the perspective like we should try to be a people pleaser, right? We want to do something middle way, something that's going to please everyone, meet in the middle, whatever you want to call it. But not everyone's up to that, right? Sometimes you get a team that's just like, you know what? The hell with it. I'm going to do what I want. And this might have been one of those decisions, honestly. It's one of those situations where you look at the crew and it's like, so are they not reading the room at all intentionally, or are they reading it and just say fuck it, or are they just like, oblivious? Can go any number of ways, but hey, it is what it is, right?
It's ballsy is what it is.
It is. Yeah.
Like oh man. Okay, so let's dive into this with full disclosure that we can only say so much. We're going to lay the breadcrumbs out for you all, and you can figure it out for yourself. And then on Patreon, we're going to go and talk about it at full length and a bunch of other Halloween ends, Michael Myers related stuff. But let's dive into a little something that happened today. Okay, so I'm going to address this by talking about how it's being taken in public. And then I'm going to undress the shit out of it and probably freak a bunch of people out. So let's start with this. This came out today, Tommy B. And no, that's not Jer, in fact, or Kieran for that matter. So this came out today, and it was on the Twitter account of to be clear, a bunch of us were looking at this long before the Twitter account posted it. But it was on the Twitter account of viewer Anon or Anon, or maybe I'm pronouncing that horrifically wrong. And if I am, I apologize. It's not someone that I follow normally per se, but I do know of his leaking and scoop reputation, and he is someone that's pretty accurate. So he had said that this Tommy B is Michael Myers in Halloween Ends, which was met with a lot of this. Caitlin's comment. And then it was further clarified by somebody who responded to him on Twitter that it was not Michael Myers in Halloween Ends, but rather a custom figure done by, let me pull up the, I don't want to say, Dean, do you think it's okay to say the creator's name? Because I'd like to give him credit for the work, but I also don't want a bunch of people going to the guy just to slam him. Let me know. Message me privately, Dean, and I'll address that. But anyways, this comes out here. These images. There's a couple more. There's even a detailed YouTube video of it. And then I seen this on Facebook, posted by someone that is in the chat right now. Just so everyone is aware, and I'm assuming that Trevor... all right, let me get this guy's name. Okay, thanks, Dean. Trevor, who probably seen the Twitter response to viewer Anon, said, just so everyone is aware, this image is completely fake. It's not from Ends. Proof is in the comments below, which to some extent there was what he thought was proof below. But to be clear, this is not a fake image. This is someone's handcrafted work who does a fantastic job. So I've seen the whole it's a fake, it's a fake, it's a fake, in terms of like just someone like photoshopped it. But no, this is a custom figure done by, I believe this is Instagram, One Customs Figures. They got a huge following, 20,000 followers over there. So yeah, it's a custom figure. Viewer Anon just thought that it was a Halloween Ends leak. That he thought it was an official like NECA look, which he was wrong about. So yeah, to be clear, image is real, but it's not a NECA figure, and it's not photoshopped or anything. It's just some fella's custom work. You ready to drop the hammer, Tommy?
Just for the sake of context, I'll throw it out there because this is the first time. I don't typically do this, honestly. I'm floating around Reddit right now, and yeah, I'm seeing it. This has been circulating a lot more.
Read the private jet.
But yeah, I see it. It's all good. But yeah, just like we were just discussing, the fans have a healthy bit of skepticism. It's
Well, because
it's contentious.
well, to be clear, the skepticism is they were told by a very well-known leaker that this was a real image of Michael Myers from Halloween Ends, when it is in fact not. It's just some guy's custom work, which is he's done a fantastic job on it.
Of course, absolutely.
So the truth came out that it wasn't from Halloween Ends. Except for here's the thing, everybody. Now I'm not saying that the guy who made this is being disingenuous. I'm not saying that at all. He's obviously way more talented than I could ever dream to be. He also just happens to be incredibly fucking accurate. That's right. I'm saying, even though the guy who made this is not saying it's from Halloween Ends, and viewer Anon, who rarely gets things wrong, is saying that it is, but then he got debunked. I'm simply saying viewer Anon was not all that wrong, and there's fire from where all this smoke's coming from. And I know what people are thinking. They're thinking it's rather on the nose, and I can't really get into too much of it right now. But people can debunk all they want. There's way more to this than people think, is what I'm saying. Like way more. And on Patreon, we're gonna dive into just how much more there is to this, because there's a lot. But the confusion everywhere, especially because I know there are other content creators, whether they want to own up to it or not, that know exactly how fucking close this is. There is. They know. And that's where the controversy is. You see, some fella's custom figure who may or may not have had inside information. And to be clear, I'm not saying he's wrong for doing that. I seem to recall a certain content creator's channel that had, images of the Halloween Kills mask and went out and got with a mask maker and did that. And I'm referring to us. We did something extremely similar with Halloween Kills. I'm simply saying everyone's quick to say it's either a fake image and not real, when in fact the image is real. It's a custom figure. It just so happens that the guy's custom figure is very damn close to the actual thing. And I can't really dive into it any more than that. I can open the floor for questions for the next 10 minutes. And we'll go from there. But Tommy, your thoughts. Obviously, you know why this is controversial. You know what this looks like, even though you haven't seen much of that film. Just thoughts, man.
What are you talking about? I've seen plenty of Luke Skywalker. It's an inside joke, folks. I said the very first. Cool. Well, if you didn't just see that, my poster just fell down, scared the shit out of me.
So we did. I had an image up. That would have been cool.
So that's fucking fantastic. Oh, that's just like this weekend.
Sorry, bro. I know you've gone through a lot.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. We all deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Mhm. Uh,
By the way, click the like button, please. Smash that like button. We will be back Tuesday for the Fandom Empire show, which is not a paid show like the Patreon show over there that we're going to do here in about 12 minutes' time. But we're going to discuss some of this more openly on Tuesday. But yeah.
so, so inside joke, we're talking in, you know, a chat when this first comes out today, and I say, you know, the first thing I think of is Luke Skywalker. That shot in The Mandalorian, he comes out, he's, you know, cloaked, hooded, whatever, lightsaber. You see the fog he's walking through. You know, it's almost like a dark, eerie, you know, look of sorts. That was the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know. I guess it's because we see Michael in a hood, right? Obviously, there are other things we can draw this to even closer, but it's just a joke, you know. It's like, me? Am I the only one? Really? Okay. Yeah, no, it's going to be divisive no matter what. So it is what it is.
I wish I could say everything that I've been told as of this morning. To be clear, we already knew that Michael had like a different look at one point in the movie, but it was never made clear to me until this morning when our source is like, yeah, so shit's about to hit the fan, be prepared. That it was that on the nose with what this fella here says. Christian Rodriguez. Wait, so are we really going to the Rob Zombie Halloween 2 looks and vibes? I don't know. We know how divisive that film is. We know a lot of people don't like that film. I would say it's not on the nose to that. There are some differences. But yeah, that's what everybody's going to take from it. And I get it. I totally understand why people are going to, like, there's so many traditionalists in fandom and specifically horror, Tommy. When you hear Halloween talk, other than the new movies, what's the movie everyone talks about the most? It's the original, 1970.
Yeah, I was going to say 78. Like, is this a trick question or what?
Yeah. Same with Nightmare. I honestly believe that. You know, there's a lot of people that don't like when things change. And I, for one, I'll admit, I hate the Rob Zombie look in Halloween 2. Can't stand it. However, knowing the narrative behind this film and the story that they're trying to tell, and we're going to dive into that over on Patreon, Screen Time, why, and a bunch of other things regarding the shape in the movie, it adds up. And I don't know if anybody remembers, I think it was yesterday, we did a live stream where we dropped a poster rumor. And we said that the poster, again, this is just a rumor, I still cannot confirm this, but apparently the poster, I know it's dark in here, it doesn't line up with that Halloween Kills poster, the one that's behind Tommy's head there. It doesn't, and that poster, for all intents and purposes, is the same poster as Halloween 2018, just it's black and doesn't have the burning and it's on the opposite side. Apparently it's nothing like that. I'll believe it when I see it. I kind of want it to be like the first two because I liked the symmetry of it all. But when you look at the fact that you're now starting to hear cast members and crew members be like, yeah, no, this film's way different. It's either you're weird. We've been calling it mystique for months, a very Mike Flanagan flair to it, if you will, which I think is really cool. It all sort of adds up, man, for Michael to look quite a bit different in Halloween Ends, for the poster to be quite a bit different. This movie just, I think, will feel more like a standalone movie than it will closely tied to the other two.
What are you talking about? Michael's in the poster right over there. Right over there.
Right over where?
Right over there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No?
No.
The Halloween Kills poster.
Leaked it, and it was debunked because it was a picture leak that was a fan-made figurine. I'm not going to get into this again. Rewind like 10 minutes. And
yeah. This is just a short stream. We're not going to,
rewind 10 minutes. There's more to it than that. A lot more to it than that. Apollo says Rambo Myers. I like that.
Rambo Myers.
Our buddy David Irwin actually likes it. So
it's an interesting look, We'll see what we see.
Cave Dweller. Thanks, Kenny. I like it too, man. It is. He's not sporting, the hoodie and the zombie look, if you will, but
I didn't get a good look at your shirt, Sean. Why don't you show us a little closer?
I can't get closer. I'm too short.
Oh. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Was that fan art?
No, it was one of those main horror places last year that I no longer remember.
Okay, yeah, I remember there was a line of shirts, yeah.
KJ says, that's fucking awful. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that.
Yeah, a lot of folks aren't liking it already.
Oh, God, that is real. I'm just catching up in the comments now, so. The mask itself isn't burnt. I'm hoping. Okay, so again, to be clear, the image is not from Halloween Ends. It is not an official figurine from Halloween Ends. Simply saying that Michael's look in Halloween Ends is damn close to that, like 90% on the nose, maybe even more. Obviously, he's missing fingers, and you're missing the burning on the mask. But yeah, homeless Ends. Torrid, oh my God, please no. There's going to be a lot of that, Tommy. A lot of that. What do we got here? Don't have time to go through everybody's questions. Got about 3 minutes left here, so we're going to get to a few more. If Blumhouse makes the tribute to Zombies H2, I'm done. I wouldn't consider that, and I would honestly say people should have an open mind about it. But yeah, I understand that this isn't going to be met with the the biggest of praises. And again, all this should be taken with a grain of salt. Maybe we're completely wrong on this. I highly fucking doubt it, though. Yeah, there's a lot of people not liking it, but I don't think it's a ripoff. I think that figure is closer to Zombies than the actual thing, but yeah. They can debunk all they want. Cave Dweller. Lots of Cave Dweller references in the chat. Wayne Gotke. Wayne. One question. Does Michael wear a hoodie? Is there a damn hoodie? There is a hood. There's a hood.
Is it a windbreaker? I thought it was a windbreaker, almost.
I don't know if you're fucking with me right now or not. It's there's a hood. I don't want to go any further than that. There's a hood. So, and I know everybody's going to come out and be like, Phantom Empire said this and that. And it's like, no, we're just responding to what's already out there. To be clear, we did not break this. We're simply saying, hey, there's a lot more over there than you think. And it's
a Jedi robe.
Jedi robe.
Sith Lord Michael Myers. Someone posted that in the chat. I forgot. I missed it. But yeah. Sith Lord wearing the windbreaker, wearing a hoodie. Yeah. 3 hoods.
Where's Michael been for 4 years then? Walmart greeter.
I don't know. I think Michael likes Target better. They got a better selection.
Here, let's have some fun with this to end the stream. Let's put it back on screen. So again, these are not images from Halloween Ends. These are not official Halloween Ends NECA toys. This is a custom figure done by a fella. One Custom Design. Let me pull it up again. One Customs Figures over on Instagram. Again, I don't know him. Never met him. Never talked to him.
So you're telling me this isn't the poster?
I'm simply asking the chat if you think that a look like this, or at least part of Halloween Ends for Michael Myers, is good. If you're open to it, type in a Y in the chat. If you hate the idea of Michael Myers resembling Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 Michael Myers in Halloween Ends, type a N in the chat. So yes for yay, N for nay. Let's see what we come up with here, Tommy. I'm guessing it's going to be heavily one-sided. For the record, though, dude, I'm open to it. I'm very open to it, especially knowing the circumstances behind the film. And it's just one of those things that it's going to be divisive. People are going to be trigger happy. People are going to be dismissive of it. And I'm telling you, I think it just adds to the mystique of the film. I probably wouldn't have gone as on the nose, though, with it as some other people. There's actually a lot of whys. I'm stunned here. Let's see.
More than I thought there were going to be.
Fionn, Sham, Alex, Isaiah, NMJ, Flix, Diane, Tyler with a no, Daniel with a no, Byron with a no, Kevin with a no, Jurassic Park's #1 fan with a yes, Deep's video, Deep, Dora's with a no, Mike with a no, Solid with a no. Oh, man. Not you, dude. Not you. Couldn't imagine you not liking this, after you called it fake and dismissed the guy's work completely. DJ with a yes. Rec EM. Yes. Dean with a yes. Chris with a yes. Great. Oh, my God. Dude, this is heavy yes. John with a yes. Nolan with a yes. David Irwin with a yes.
Maybe the chat's influenced because you already said you like it. You'll give it a chance,
All I'm going to say is I didn't think it'd be that positive in the chat. That's really fucking cool. Obviously, there's a lot of people still saying no. But I just said to Dean, actually, that, maybe they'll hide this in the marketing and not show it because they could easily do that. But honestly, seeing how excited the chat is about it or being open to it, I think if that's the direction that they've gone with the film, which it appears to be, just fucking lean right into it. Show it in the marketing. Don't hide it. And those that want to give it a chance will give it a chance. Anyways, Tommy B, where can everybody find you, man? We're going to get out of here.
I'm floating around Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those other places at Tommy B1650.
Good shit, my man. Good shit. Big thanks to everybody who came out to tonight's stream. We really do appreciate it. We are over on Patreon. The Lampkin Lane show starts in about 5 minutes time. Halloween, the truth about the shape. We're going to dive all into the appearance, how much he's in the film, and all other shit over there. And again, all of it should be taken with, a grain of salt because things can be wrong. I'm just telling you, it's controversial. I get it. Let's have an open mind about it, though. I think having an open mind is critical at this point in time. And I hated to be that guy to come on here and be like, hey, so yeah, there's some legitimacy to that. But like, I was literally watching, this all over social media the last hour, and like the bullying had begun again, and toxicity had begun again. And it's just like, and then people accusing it of being a Photoshop, and it's not. It's some guy's custom figure, and it just so happens it's rather on the nose. So, and again, for those of you that don't normally follow Viewer Anon, he's a pretty accurate scooper and probably doesn't deserve some of the tongue lashing that he's got the last few hours. But hey, if you're going to play the scoop game, that's what happens. You're going to piss people off. Some people happy. You're going to piss a lot of people off. We'll see you on Lampkin Lane. Follow us on social media at Phantom Empire Now, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Check us out. We'll see you soon. The Boogeyman, he's coming.